Okay, what would you say if I could tell you about a posse cut that features Young Zee, Hobo Junction affiliate The Almighty Arrogant, Pudgee the Fat Bastard, and another guy who's usually kind of meh, but he's pretty good on this. That'd be pretty dope, right? Oh, and it's in their prime in the 90s it was released. Well, I got that for you today. Okay, to start off, I got to show you this. Two identical solo cassette singles. I mean, that's just a sticker on the shrink wrap. See, that's actually not part of the label. They're identical. Look at the back. Identical, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These came out at the same time. Their contents are not identical. This drove me nuts when I was younger. Okay, these came out in 1996. Solo was one of those kind of, you know, new Jackie, sort of Jodeci, but not really, kind of R&B-ish groups that was signed to Perspective Records. And kind of their biggest hit, I guess, was Heaven. So, okay, you've got Heaven, the LP version, the Mo Cuts remix, which is crap, so forget about that, and the hip-hop remix, which is the one I was after. I was after the hip-hop remix, right? So, okay, I bought the single, bam, 1996, you know, it was new, took it home, bust out the shrink wrap. What do we got? You know, we got Heaven, the LP version, great, flip it over, and we got, what is this? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not the remixes printed here. It's a song called Last Night I Made Love Like Never Before. But sometime later I found this, which exactly the same, right? The only reason I even looked at it was because the years had passed and I had stupidly forgotten. Like, I knew I didn't have the hip-hop remix, and I saw his cassette singles. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get this, forgetting I had once bought this and been disappointed in 1996. So I bought it again. I bought the same thing again, but took it home. Have an LP version, right? Bang, the remixes, the Mo Cuts version and the hip-hop remix, it's there. There's no difference in the UPC, nothing, and there is officially, supposedly, no version that's supposed to have that Last Night I Made Love to You thing on there. So I don't know if that was just like a factory error, if that was one time they're going to release that and then they scrapped it, but not before shipping out thousands of this or something to, you know, Nobody Beat the Wizzes or Sam Goodies or wherever I got this across the land. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because this hip-hop remix is crap. It's not really what I thought it was. 1996, I had the wrong information, and I had the wrong information again when I bought this the second time a couple years ago. Forget all these remixes, okay? I just wanted to share that stupid little cassette single anecdote with you. Now let's talk about the real single we care about. Wow, another solo Heaven remix, right? But this is not the hip-hop remix. This is the hip-hop joint. The remix hip-hop joint. Not hip-hop remix, remix hip-hop joint. Okay, that's crucial, a key fundamental difference. Because this remix features Young Zee, Almighty Arrogant, I'm going blank, Pudgee, and Rufus Blaq, who of course were all signed to Perspective Records at the time, and none of them who came out with their albums. Maybe Rufus Blaq did, I don't know, I don't care, because he wasn't that great. All their other albums got shelved, which is a tragedy. But not this. This came out. So what this is, and I'm going to play you a clip of it in a minute, is, well, naturally a remix of the single Heaven, with all the solo vocals removed, a whole new beat, pretty good, pretty dope beat. It's kind of simple, but perfect for like a posse cut kind of thing, and verses from all four MCs. Now, there's another distinction to be made, okay? This is the Heaven remix hip-hop joint, okay? There's also the Heaven remix straight hip-hop joint, okay? And that's only on the B-side, and that is exactly the same as the Heaven remix hip-hop joint, except Solo doesn't even sing the hook. It's exactly the same as this version. It's the same beat, it's the same 4 verses from Young Zee, Pudgee, etc. But this time the hook is also done by Young Zee. And he takes a stab at singing some of the lyrics from Solo's version of Heaven, which is pretty funny. Obviously he's not a great singer, so really which version you prefer, you know, it's just going to be, I guess, what mood you're in. You know, I mean, he's kind of doing almost Biz Markie type singing, you know, so it's funny. But in the long run, when you're going to listen to the song over and over and over again, would you rather hear Young Zee singing or Solo singing more of a traditional hook? It doesn't matter, because you get both on here. So now, if you're buying this, there's a lot to watch out for. There is about 10, 12, 50, 100, who knows, different singles released on Perspective Records of Solo Heaven various remixes. Okay, there's this one, which is the one I would probably primarily recommend, because it's got the straight remix, it's got the remix with solo, it's got the instrumental of that, and so you've got a radio version if you care about that. There's another version, though, which is actually just as good, which is a picture cover, which features all these versions, both the straight hip-hop mix and the regular hip-hop joint remix, plus some of the remixes like the hip-hop remix, which we don't care about, the Mo Cuts remix, and one or two other remixes, which are also crap and you can forget about. But it's got more, so I guess if you see that one, that's slightly preferable. And it's got a picture cover, but I actually prefer this because even though it's just a sticker cover, at least it really, you know, it features the artists we care about. You know, the picture cover, you wouldn't know Young Zee and Arrogant and all those guys were on there. Here, bang, this is about the hip-hop joint, and it's got their names on it. So this is the one I got. But you could also go ahead and get something perhaps like this. Solo, Where Do You Want Me to Put It single, which was their follow-up single. And it's got 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 remixes of Where Do You Want Me to Put It. And I don't even think I've listened to them all. But then also on the B-side, it has the hip-hop joint remix of Heaven. But it doesn't have the straight one. So in other words, it has the one with Solo singing the hook, but not with Young Zee singing the hook. And I'm going to let you compare them. I'll play a clip of it. But that's what's on here. But this one does have a remix of Where Do You Want Me to Put It, which features the Lost Boys. So if you're kind of a Lost Boys fan too, then this might be the way to go. But there's also other solo singles, including a 2 12-inch pack of Heaven remixes. A big DJ set, 2 12-inches packed together. There's like 16 remixes on there. All kinds of crap, like Euro dance, you know, who knows what the hell they are. But the hip-hop joint is not on there. So forget it, scrap it, don't fall into the trap. You would think, wow, the big loaded 2-pack of all the remixes is going to have the one I'm looking for. You might just buy it kind of blindly, but no, it's not on there, so skip it. And there's another single of Heaven, which also does not have the hip-hop joint, so don't get that either. Okay, did you follow all that? You got it? I hope so, because it really is worth getting. It really is a dope posse cut. Like I said, it's them in their prime. It's nice verses from all 4 of them. I just shook the camera. Sorry about that. You know, it's a sticker cover. I'm going to play for you right now. You decide for yourselves. But if you're a fan of 90s hip-hop, Almighty Arrogant, I mean, if you don't really know him, check the Wake Up Show Freestyle LPs. Young Zee, of course, The Outsiders. Pudgee, who was killing it in the 90s. And like I said, Rufus Blaq, who was never bad, and he actually comes off pretty well on here. So now, finally, with no more ado, the hip-hop joint remix, Heaven remix, the hip-hop joint, followed by Heaven remix, the straight hip-hop joint. Okay, till next time, peace out, bye.
Yo, this is Mr. Blaq, and I'm representing for my people solo, know what I'm saying? True new classic soul. Up in here with the respective all-stars. We got my man Pudgee, we got my man Young Zee, we got the almighty Arrogant. Yo, and we gonna set it off right here, right about now, know what I'm saying?